The Lockhearts with Americana Doom Fuzz. 11 tracks, 48 minutes. The debut album from the Sydney-based four-piece, released April 2018 via Golden Robot Records. Produced by John Boy Rock and Mo Mayhem. I have no idea who they are. At Music Feeds Studio. I don't know if that's a social media channel either. One promo track has been released so far, Ride Home. This has been hotly anticipated after the double EP release, which was really cool a few years ago. Go for it.
I've loved this band for a long time. Seen them live a few times. I reckon they're one of the most entertaining live bands in the country. They must spend more on bass strings than any other band. If you ever seen them play?
No, I haven't seen them.
At the end of every set, the bass player breaks every string on the bass.
Oh wow!
Every gig I've seen them, he's done it.
That's expensive.
So, yeah, it's like a real expensive hobby. To me, I want to know why you do it, by the way. But anyway,
let us know.
I was really looking forward to this album. And I wasn't disappointed. Big, fuzzy, southern blues rock. When they go for a big wall of sound here, I reckon they really nail it. The Ocean was one track that really smashed it. And when they dialed it back, I thought it was still really tasty stuff.
Yep.
Clever album title too, because it almost perfectly describes what you're listening to, which I thought was really cool. Really nice use of keys and harmonica in a couple of tracks, which brought me into a 70s vibe as well, which I really loved. Fun, enjoyable listen. It is, it sounds like they had a lot of fun making the album.
Yeah.
It's really sort of coming through. Great live band, and they've made a great album here. They've caught that energy again that I think is a really tricky thing to do. I gave it 9 out of 10.
Nice.
Highlights with The Ocean, Ride Home, and Leatherface.
Cool. I got a very strong 70s vibe throughout their whole album. It reminded me at times of Aerosmith crossed with the Rolling Stones. It's an enjoyable album, good collection of different types of songs, nice use of harmonica during If I Was Your Man. It's some upbeat rock songs and some bluesy songs. There's very good diversity throughout the album. Type of album you would put on in the evening while having a few drinks. It's a enjoyable party album. 8 out of 10. Okay, London Bound, If I Was Your Man, Polaroid, and Spectre at the Fest. Is that right? Yeah. Spectre. I don't know. Fuck.
Julia,
she doesn't know song titles. She can't fix the song titles if I can't read.
If you can't read or if you can't write?
Both.
This is vintage classic rock sound and feel on this. Vintage style production though, with lots of depth and space to highlight that. I love the production on this. Everything is blended so damn well. I think fans of My Dynamite or classic rock in general should check out this one.
Yeah.
Lots of little things have gone into this and been executed damn well. Harmonica, again, is one example. And there's lots of space in this, but plenty of balls and grit as well. This is a really old-school listen brought up into the present day without losing any of the soul that it needs to have to feel like a genuine record. That's what you're saying, the fun thing? It's the soul. They captured the soul of it all. This style has been in vogue for a while now, this whole thing. But this one is one of the few that feels real and genuine to me. This honestly feels like it comes from the heart and not being done by numbers, and it's really cool to come across an album in this genre that does that so well. I love the vocals on this. Tim Miko, I hope I pronounced that right. It does a great job on that. His performance is fantastic. The harmonising vocals are the cream on top. Yeah. So damn good. And I love the guitar work on this, but the groove held down by the rhythm section is what truly allows the guitar and the vocals to shine on this. A really cohesive record from a really cohesive band. I love the track order and diversity. No two tracks are exactly alike, which is refreshing again for this style of music. Yeah. They really have gone and just leapt aside from the rest of the pack with this one. I love the lyrics on this too. Real storytelling, but the hooks are there for the songs to stay with you. An album that's easy to spin over and over again as well. I love the emotion that comes through on this. Like, it's fun and all those things, but there are some songs that are really, you get the emotional context and they actually drive that home. This would be great to see live, which you obviously agree with that. Some nice little nods to the bands and songs that have gone before them in this too that weren't tacky. They were done really, really well. They had an element of class as far as I'm concerned. And there's a little touch of darkness here and there as well in this one that I found. I thought that's just rounded it out nicely. It's a damn fine record. I gave it an 8.5 out of 10. The Ocean, London Bound, Spectre of the Feast, and Ride Home. That's my track, so check it out for yourselves. Let us know what you think.